if that ring was very, very valuable? And what if I had a twin and had to share that valuable piece? What would I do? And what if one of the twins or I was selfish? How would we handle one necklace amongst two people? So the story came about. I made up an island in the Caribbean. I made up a family called the Nicholas family. And I made up one daughter who would receive the necklace every so many centuries. So women were not very prominent in the family. The men were the ones who ruled the family. So lo and behold, this year, twin girls were born. And since the twin girls were born, they had a dilemma, what to do with the one ruby necklace. So when they turned 21, the ruby necklace is presented to the girls. Presentation day. This is where I'm bringing you at. The girls are dressed. One of the girls has straight hair and is on an updo. She has curls cascading down her face. She's a beauty in her own sort, okay? The other sister has long, wavy black hair, and she has tiger lilies woven through her hair. And she is absolutely breathtaking. But they are twins. So they're led to the area where the presentation is going to be, and one walks in, and she acknowledges everyone. And she goes and she greets everyone, and she smiles. And the other girl, the sister, walks down, and she's proud. She doesn't greet just anyone. She only greets those who have a higher standing than what she does. So she greets those, and she smiles to only those. So we're at the presentation, and their father's about to present the diamond, the ruby necklace to the one sister. With much consideration, we have decided to alter the presentation just a little. Now the girls' names are Adela and Isabella. Turning to Adela, he said, Adela, even though you are the youngest, you have wisdom beyond your years. Your heart is good, and you are gracious to those around you. You have love for our people, and therefore love will find you. I present to you the ruby bracelet. I present to you this ruby bracelet to be handed down to either the next single lady to reach 21 or the youngest set of twin girls when she reaches 21. Adela was overcome with joy. Tears sprang to her eyes when the bracelet was placed on her arm. She was humble and speechless when presented with the gift because she didn't expect anything. She hugged her parents and the hostess, and she turned and thanked everyone present. As she scanned the room, making contact with anyone with her eyes, she spotted Gregory in the back. He nodded his head and lifted his glass in salute. She elegantly nodded back and stepped to the side to allow room for the presentation of the necklace to her sister. Turning to Isabella, the king continued the presentation. Isabella, you are the oldest, and therefore the responsibility of hostess of the family will fall to you. With such a title comes power and an awesome responsibility, but you must use it wisely. Choose wisdom in all situations. Listen to your heart and allow it to guide you. Isabella had tuned out the voice of the king. He kept going on and on about responsibilities, and all Isabella was interested in was the ruby. It was kind of him to give a smaller one to her sister to make her feel special, but it was time for the old back to turn over the necklace. Isabella heard her name and refocused. Isabella, in the event you fail in your duties as hostess, the necklace will pass down to your sister and the ruby will be complete. I present to you the ruby to be handed down to either the next single lady who reaches 21 or the oldest of twins when she reaches 21. Isabella readied herself for the ruby. She closed her eyes because she wanted true emotions to show when she first laid her eyes on it. She felt the coolness of the stone as it was placed on her neck. Turning toward the crowd, She tried to drum up some tears to show her appreciation. Opening her eyes, she looked down, and she was shocked to discover smaller, solar-tuned stones. What happened to my ruby? What have you done with it? Stunned by her response, the king spoke up. We've decided to make the one big necklace into 2 items, therefore allowing your sister to share it. What? The ruby is to be mine and mine alone, she shrieked. Isabella, calm down, the hostess said. I'll do no such thing. Either I wear both pieces or I'll wear none at all. You are making a scene in front of your guests. Please keep your voice down, her mother whispered. My guests? These people are not my guests, and I want it all. Her parents were dismayed. Her father, finally seen enough, said, Isabella, we will not take back the gift presented to your sister. You have a choice. Live up to your responsibilities or step down. Forget those responsibilities and you too. Isabella's outcry could be heard over the entire island. By the way, I am no longer a virgin. I gave it up months ago and happily. And dear sister, I was the one that set you up. Yes, I took the pictures of you and Gregory kissing. You wanted him? You always wanted what I had, so I made it possible. Too bad it backfired and he left you. Now everyone will know that you slept with him. Adela watched her sister's transformation from Cinderella to the evil stepsister in the blink of an eye. Every attempt to restrain Isabella was futile. Snatching off the necklace, she threw it at her sister and she ran out of the ballroom. That was the last time anyone saw Isabella Nicholas. Now, if you want to know what happened to Isabella and her sister Adela, did they become a family again? Did they share the necklace and the bracelet? What happens when they have a family and they have daughters? Does the daughters